Y'all gonna have to be quiet because we recording for the show.
Exactly. Blooper reel.
Blooper reel.
And go.
Okay.
Action.
What's up, world? You know, welcome to Don't Do That Dummy.
It's Detox Jones, 1-4 for Pink Fire Nation, 100 stacks. Don't do that, dummy.
Pink Fire Nation, we are back doing our thing.
And as you can see, we're doing like a little something different this week. We're doing like I guess a fall edition. Leaves is out here.
We are actually back to the basics. So this is actually how we started. Yes. Right? Yep.
Right in front of these curtains.
Right. That's right. If you guys watch our
Trailer.
trailer on YouTube, you will actually see most of the clips came from this setting right here.
Exactly.
Back to the basics, boo boo.
Sometimes you gotta do that because you know we got things to do this Friday.
We got things to do.
So we doing this for y'all because we know y'all gonna miss the Don't Do That Dummy crew. I
Yeah.
don't want to leave you high and dry from
Exactly.
9 to 10 on a Friday. Who does that? We
that?
don't do that.
Y'all done already halfway DVR'd your cell phone, put us on your calendar and everything. Like, I got to
Exactly.
go. I got to sit down and watch Don't Do That Dummy.
Exactly. So we gotta oblige y'all.
Exactly. Because we care.
We can.
We have to tell them about the Don't Do That Dummies in place.
Yes. Because Pink Fire love the kids.
Speaking of the kids, that brings us right into our topic.
You know, we're gonna get a drum roll.
This week's topic is
Now, the question of the day is,
Can marriage or a baby save a broken relationship?
hell no. Who thought of that dumbass shit in the first place?
I think that's a pretty interesting topic, but I don't think children can save a marriage or relationship at all.
Chicks be like, well, if I just have a baby, it'll change our focus and it'll make everything all
And
right.
he'll become more responsible. And maybe he'll actually love me.
Lies. Lies you tell.
You's a dummy.
Don't do
That
that
dummy.
Dummy.
Exactly.
Ladies, it is not going to work. Fellas, it is not going to work because I've heard fellas trying to, keep the girl, be like, I'm gonna just get her pregnant or I'm gonna just ask her to marry me
Remember that song, We Ain't Getting No Younger, We Might As Well Do.
Right.
Who used to sing that song?
That was Jagged Edge. That was Jagged Edge.
I can't stand that song.
Wait,
It make no sense.
it was played at my wedding.
Well, I know. Oh no.
But it was played at the reception though, so
We ain't gonna spill the tea
I
on
just-
that right now.
I just
Y'all
like to-
watch past episodes of our Don't Do That Dummy. She spills her own tea. So
Right.
we gonna keep it moving from that one.
Right.
And there you go.
No,
we ain't
but
getting
not
no,
that's
we ain't
approach.
getting no younger. We might as well do it.
Well,
Ain't no
I
might
played
as
the
well
remix because
when it comes to marriage.
the remix was hood though. Anywho. So like we said, we took it back to basics on this one, and we actually did some street polls.
Street pose. Yeah.
Man,
Those are my favorite. She knows. Yeah.
we find the livest people
I love it.
on street polls. There's always that one that's like, like I don't know if I should be scared or laugh. There's always that one. Like I'm not sure where you coming from. I'm hoping you just laugh it off and walk away. Like,
Oh my God. Right now we're gonna show you guys our first street pole. We actually got a lady that was working with a child.
Oh wait, this lady right here has a daughter.
She has a child, so
Hi, how are you? Oh my God, you're so pretty. Look at the little baby. What's your name? Arabella. And what's your name?
Johanna.
Johanna. Nice to meet you, Johanna.
Like Johanna.
not that she got the child to stay with a man, not that at all.
Right.
But it was just very ironic because of what our topic is. and she had a lot of insight.
And she was hyped to talk about
yes.
it. She was so hyped to talk about it.
Yes, she was ready, okay? Like, yes. So we're going to get into that. We'll be right back.
That's an interesting topic. Don't try that at home. Whatever you do, don't do it, ladies. Kids, well, it's already hard enough with a marriage that's already stable and a loving relationship. It puts a tremendous amount of strain on both people. I think your entire lives change, and I think a lot of people do not understand the magnitude of the effect that a child has on the marriage and the relationship on each person. A lot of people just assume if they have a dog, well, it's like, well, it's the same thing. Just change it.
Not the same.
Change it. No way. I would not recommend you women do that. And I hear it so many times. Like, women really go out, they think that this is something that would make their relationship better.
Yep.
And I mean, I cannot imagine why anyone would even think this way.
Me
Just
neither.
simply because it's so
I've
much
heard
work.
people,
You're no longer able to give your significant other that time. I think I've heard lately a lot of people who have decided not to have any children who are married, and this is the decision. A lot of us, especially Latinos and Latinos, we have this thing like children is a part of a marriage.
It's a part.
And when you hear anyone saying, "I don't want any kids," it's almost like, what?
Right.
It's almost like you're a woman. That's your like
Duty. Right.
I'm a child.
How
It's
dare
not
you?
marriage. It's almost like marriage and then a child that's like
Right, because it's almost like right after you walk down the aisle, everybody's like, okay, so when is the baby coming?
Right.
Exactly that expectation.
Can I enjoy my husband first?
Right. You
So-
can't even get down the aisle fully.
Right, so I heard the other day, I think it was a woman from like the Caribbean and one of these islands that said, no, I'm not having any kids. And of course, like everybody just went insane. How, wait, are you crazy? Like you have a kid. You have a kid. And I think she wants to just have that relationship with her husband.
Right.
She wanted just to be her and her husband, and she doesn't want the responsibility. She has her goals. She wants to travel. She wants to do her thing. And you know what? I said, more power to her. If I wouldn't have, if I wasn't born a Catholic, or to a Catholic household and drilled,
Right.
I think I would, I love my kids to death. Love her.
Oh, you gotta love
but
her.
I think
Look
at
at
that
her.
time, like, I think as a professional, as a woman, the struggle is real.
The struggle is real.
The struggle is real. Not only with the body, psychologically, you have it's like you are no longer able to really do you or like give yourself and your significant other attention. All that attention
Right.
Yeah,
goes
that's
to
right.
this person that you are fully responsible.
Absolutely.
Right.
So have I answered your question? This has been a long
Absolutely.
day.
She broke it down. She broke it down into culture and how we are programmed that once we get married, here comes the kid and this and the other. Like
She broke it down into different types of culture too, like not only religious culture but like gender culture.
right,
Like how women as a whole are pretty much programmed to say, well, you know what, the right thing for me to do is to have babies.
right.
The right thing for me to do is to get married. So like there's people out there that will put up with whatever relationship they have to put up with just because they feel like, well, instead of going from man to man, I got this one, I know him, I know he's gonna cheat on me, but I know he's gonna cheat on me only one time a month, and he's only gonna cheat on me with light-skinned girls. So, like people who know their man's type, so to speak. Oh my God, I actually have a story like that. Yeah. You know what? You're gonna know the story when I finish telling it, but I'm gonna do it hypothetically because I don't want to put nobody's business out there.
I know my man's type. Anything that look like me walking down the street, I look dead at him like I dare you.
Exactly.
Turn
Well, you
your
know
face.
what's funny? The story that I have, I met a female that said that her man, now she's tiny. She's like a little lighter than you, right? But she a little thing. She's like 4'9", 4'11", whatever. Real slim, beautiful girl. But she said her man likes thick, dark-skinned women. And I was like, but how
He
you
end
gonna
up with you.
Right. How you end up with you? So it's just crazy. It's like, so, but some people, but meanwhile, she stayed married to him for a while. for a long while, and she said that she's known his type all this time. And I was like, and why are you still with him? And she was like, well, I'm pregnant with his third child. What? Look, I'm not condoning abortion or nothing like that, and I'm not telling you to go beat yourself up so you can have a miscarriage. But what I'm saying is, if you know the man's a dog, then and you're gonna continue to sleep with him, you know, because women got needs too, then strap it up, girl. Let's not have any mishaps. And you know, she actually did end up having a miscarriage later on down the line. And you know what? And miscarriages are hard to deal with, but it's like, what did you think the third baby was gonna do? Just like Nikki said in the interview, you know, how her husband at one point, you know, was like, hey baby, let's have another baby. And well, what's that gonna do? And we on the outs right now.
Right.
Like, what is that gonna do? Nothing.
Aggravate me, because then I'll be stuck here with 3 kids by myself.
Personally, when my marriage was starting to go downhill, he kept bringing up that he wanted another child. And I was like, are you crazy? I don't even like you right now. What makes you think I want another baby? You know, I'm not throwing shots, but that's exactly how it went. I'm just telling the truth. Like, I don't even like you right now. So what makes you think that I want to have another baby with you? Like, dude, no. Nikki says no.
And I think
Nikki says no.
While you going out there gallivanting the streets,
Right, while you go and
you
do
want
it,
to
you
do.
think you're gonna strap me down with another kid? Not till I set the cat.
Right. She always say that. I think that's hilarious.
What I look like, boo-boo fool.
You're right. Exactly though. Like having a child. Let's talk about the child part for now.
Okay.
Having a child is not going to fix a relationship. And nobody's saying that it's bad to have children. It's not. Children are wonderful.
Kids is expensive. They nasty. They fucking stink. They're rude when they get older. They don't listen. Some of them are retarded, you know, because they don't fucking listen.
You have them when y'all actually like each other.
Right.
Not just because you can't control your hormones.
In any situation, that shit gonna make it even worse. About 10 times worse, because now it ain't just you and her. It's you, her, the baby, or a piece of paper that y'all gotta hold by. And now when you get divorced, now you gotta split up half of everything you fucking got. I hope you ain't got money, because if you do, then it's fucked.
Right.
I'm just
because
saying.
at the end of the day, who suffers?
The
The
child.
child. And they didn't even ask to be here. And you knew that you was bringing them into a broken, retarded environment in the first place. So it's all your fault. So when they get older and they don't like you, don't get mad because it's your fault.
we really do have to think about who are the ones suffering. Who are the ones? It's them.
It ends up
It's
being
not
them
fair
at the end
to
of the
them.
day. The kids
You
feel
know,
you.
let
Yeah,
that
I
be
mean-
the focus. They feel our energy. They feed off of our energy. The relationship we have with other people. They see it. They see. You know, I'm a single mom by choice.
That's why we have this show. Don't do that, dummy. You need to learn
do
lessons
that.
from us.
Dummy.
Listen, we ain't no experts in the books. We
Just
ain't got
learn
no
from my mistakes.
certifications, but we experts on life, boo boo.
I ain't an expert on nothing. I'm still trying to figure this thing
I'm
out.
an expert on the
But
stuff I've been
I'm
through.
just saying.
I can tell you what not to do.
Right.
How about that?
Right.
I'm an expert on what not to do.
I'm an expert on my own experiences,
Exactly.
and the only thing I can do is spread the knowledge.
Exactly.
What I learned. Let it free. Caw-caw.
I'm done. You know what? That brings me to another. There's a couple on Love and Hip Hop. What's her name? Naya and what's the dude name?
Soldier Boy.
I don't know why I can never remember this man's name.
Soldier
Like
Boy, tell him.
maybe because I don't really. I'm not a fan. I'm not even gonna say I'm not really a fan. No, I'm not a fan. That's why I don't remember your name on a regular basis. I just know you got mad tattoos. I mean,
That's Superman.
and you know, and you told your girl on the show that you worth $25 million and you can get any girl you want. So that's why I remember all of you, but I don't know what your name is. But anyway, you right. Did he come up with other songs? Okay. And
He
he
probably did. But
that's sad.
yeah, nobody cares.
She was on the show. I think it was last week's episode, and she was talking to her father. I think it's her father. And
Yeah, Teddy Riley.
yeah. And she was talking to him, and she was like, well, you know, you did a whole lot of what he doing. But do that make it right? Do that mean you're supposed to stay with the dude? And she's really like wanting to stay with Soldier Boy. Meanwhile, she know what kind of dude he is. And I could see her being the kind of chick that be like, you know what? Maybe if I got married to him, or maybe if we had a baby.
And you know, I don't really see her being that type. I just see her being the type to accept it. Like, I know what he do as long as it's not in my face. Like,
didn't she say something like that on the show?
Yeah, she's been saying stuff like that, you know, like as long as I don't see it, or as long as it don't come to me, even though she knows that it's happening.
Right.
So I don't see her like justifying getting married or having a kid to make it better, but I see her just accepting
it. She on a whole different show. We have to talk about her on a different topic, because that is true. You know who else I think did it? Jocelyn. When Jocelyn first proposed to Stevie, you remember? It was like in a way. Didn't she propose to him first one time? Am I getting it wrong? She didn't propose to him.
I don't remember.
I think she did propose to Stevie on was it Love and Hip Hop?
Are you talking about Chrissy and Jim Jones?
Oh, Chrissy and Jim Jones. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. I'm like, Jocelyn, I love you, girl, and I love you too, Chrissy, but I really love Jocelyn because I watch Jocelyn more than Chrissy, because Chrissy don't really be on. Anyway.
She's not on there no more.
Right. But, yeah, I was thinking about Jocelyn because Jocelyn did act real thirsty in the beginning. So, yeah. And they're married and they still broken. So, yeah.
She went to Beefcake.
Yeah, they have another, they gonna be on a different show. We gonna talk about them on a different show. But yes, Chrissy, she did propose to Jim.
Yep, she proposed to him first.
And that didn't go that well. At all.
It went well that night.
Right, but the outcome overall was kind of like...
Right. It was in my world, you're not supposed to do that anyway. But anyway.
You don't believe in women proposing to men?
No.
That's a good topic. I'm gonna write that down. I write stuff on my phone, y'all, so I'm not being rude. But I think that's a good topic.
So look for that in the future.
Yeah, we usually agree. I think it's okay. Women's
I agree. I don't agree because the men are harder to commit. So I'm not gonna force you into anything you're not ready to do. And just so you can tell me what I want to hear, and you say okay. When you ready, you come ask me.
But we gonna get too deep in this topic if I start talking back, because I was ready to give my questions and answers. Okay. Huh. That's a good topic. But anyway, Chrissy. But I personally think that she felt like putting a ring on it for him would keep him, would save whatever drama they were going through. Do you think so?
Did it?
No.
Exactly.
I mean,
back to the topic. So, Joanna said something to the effect of, it's a con. Like a woman trying to get pregnant just to keep a man. Like,
right.
It's deceiving. Right. It's a con.
If that is really the only reason why you're staying together, then it really is. Is it really about you? Is it really about the love for you? I mean, do you really want to con somebody into marrying you and staying with you?
That's
like,
a good way to put it.
And
it is kind of a con because
it is.
when
you're conning somebody, you're doing something they don't want to do.
What about the men trying to get the woman pregnant?
It's all still a con. It's like you're trying to trap a person. Mm-hmm. It's really like you're trying to trap a person. And yeah, I ain't with that.
That's really deceitful. It's like, now, both ways, it's kind of crazy, because how can you try to trick someone into pregnancy when, I don't even know how to say what I want to say. Okay, if a man does it, I think it's easier for a man to trick a woman into getting pregnant, because I'm gonna be a little bit blunt here. I'm trying not to be as blunt as I'm thinking it. But the man, if you know your body and if you know a man's body, you can kind of tell when he's at that point. But if you are too much into the moment, he can slip up. Let's just put it that way. Okay. But a woman now, I think it's harder for a woman to trick a man into making her pregnant, because if that man don't want to get her pregnant and they know that they're not using no protection, he's gonna pull out soon enough.
But you never heard of like the chicks that like would trap celebrities and stuff, that they would actually put pins in the condom, stick pins in the condom, and put holes in the condoms.
Oh, I guess I was a little naive on that. I didn't know. That's deceitful.
Because you can stick the pin in the condom through the wrapper, and anybody's really gonna notice that it's people. What? You never heard of people doing that?
I heard like my
That's-
mom. Like,
that's
I'm
kinda
so-
how-
I'm
that's
so
kinda
naive right now.
That's kind of how the condom breaks, cause it got holes in it.
Like my mom. Oh my God, I feel so stupid and young. I ain't young. Anyway, my mom used to be like, you know, when she found out that I was sexually active, she used to be like, make sure that you get your own condom and you put it on yourself, because you know I don't trust these guys out here trying to get y'all young fast girls pregnant. And I didn't understand what she was talking about. I'm like, well, they condom come from the same kind of store my condom gonna come from. I don't see the difference. Like, so they got magic condoms or something like that. I get it, man. I didn't know that was real. I know people really do that in real life.
Wow.
That is horrible.
We have hit a DJ Lace moment.
Wow.
Wow.
That is horrible. What? They should make condoms with oozing stuff out of them. So when someone does that, you can tell something oozes out of it.
Ew, who wants who wants to touch a condom that already got oozing stuff coming out of it? Like, ew, what is the oozing stuff? Ew. You want some oozing foreign substance in there? Ew.
Hey, listen, my thing ain't gonna go in there because I ain't got a ding along.
Whatever's oozing out the condom is gonna reach you eventually.
Nope. Anyway, okay. Anyway, back to the topic. Definitely trapping a person into having a child that's a no-no in my book. Your book?
No.
Exactly.
And what about the real ratchet sisters who get pregnant by somebody else but then try to pin it on the guy that they really want to be with?
Oh, like that girl from Don't Be a Mess in South Central by Drinking Your Juice in the Hood. Y'all remember that movie? Yo, we
She
showing that
said,
age, girl.
how do you say hi to a nice man? Are you my daddy?
That shit is definitely real. A lot of people I know that are probably around my age, you know, especially dudes, they got these chicks pregnant while they was like 20, 21, and we not even 30 yet, and those dudes are not with those girls, and they're not even taking care of those kids. So like the girls figured, you know, like having this guy's, you know, kid or whatever, it'll make the guy loyal to them or something like that, and that's definitely not the case.
That's another child support check. That's more money and food
She found out she
stamps.
was pregnant last week and she just needed a good suck of a couple of
And back in them days, you could claim 100 kids in your taxes. They ain't care.
His child support, and he gonna hate you even more. You gonna hate him even more because he don't want to pay. You gonna sit there and be like, yo, why the hell he don't want to take care of his kid? And it ain't because of that. It's because he don't want to pay your ass money for some fucking kid he probably didn't want in the first place.
Nowadays, you can only claim 2 kids, so ain't no sense to have a whole bunch of kids. Now he's narrowing it down to 2. Have 2 kids and you're good on your taxes. That's it. A third kid is just gonna be in the way. You can't claim away your taxes.
Yo.
Listen, nowadays having kids is an economic situation, not to save a relationship, okay? So if you're gonna have a child, make sure you have that child because you broke and he broke and y'all need tax money.
I'm done.
I'm just saying.
Even though Little Kevin, he did have a onesie that said tax deduction when he was away.
Little Kevin's her youngest son.
He did have a onesie that said tax deduction. I thought that was
God.
hilarious. I had to get it.
It's like nowadays, like I know a few people actually that got an abundance of children, and they be like now they be like scrambling around trying to see who could claim their child so that they can get like at least $250. What is it? $500? Like how much you get per child? $1,000?
Something like that. Earned income tax credit could be up to $2,000 per kid.
Listen. Can somebody give me their child? I only got one, and she is age now. Anyway, yeah, my taxes don't be looking cute no more. You know what? Now I see why all them women are loving hip hop and Basketball Wives and everybody's wives and my wife's wives and they wives. Everybody, they be waiting until they get over 35 and they be talking about, girl, I really love him and I just think I want to have another child. Good, good and well, you don't really want that.
You want that tax
money because the child
your
you
kids
did have
right.
is of age.
Exactly. And you ain't getting nothing for them.
Anyway, I'm at that moment now, but I ain't trying to have no child. I just want to borrow somebody's child for taxes, but the IRS, y'all ain't hear that. So anyway.
Don't do that.
We actually had someone. We always got a winner. We just gonna call him a winner.
A winner.
We always get a winner.
He did that. Yes.
Okay. Because every now and then we get somebody that actually disagrees with us. As if we don't make sense. Watch this little clip here.
That's not gonna make sense.
I mean, and listen, if it makes sense to you,
Right.
just let us know.
The main part that don't make sense to me is how you act like that. You're not an artist or anything. Like you got straight rapper tendencies.
He do. I think he was lying.
Right.
Yeah. He just.
But he was cool people though.
He's very cool people. He's a winner.
Right. We gave him aspirations. You'll see at the end of the video.
Exactly.
What's your name? My name is LKB Beans.
Okay, you a rapper, singer,
Brazil. Now I'm just
out here.
super lit, you know?
I see. So this topic is, do you think that getting married or having a child can fix a relationship that's already broken?
It depends on who the person is. It depends on the two people, the partners. Some people might got different ambitions than others. Some people might take their child a little bit more serious as a child into their life now and really bring their relationship together. And
Oh, that's an interesting perspective.
That can actually work against it too and put more strain on the relationship. Financially, they say like the leading cause of divorce, like 90% of America is a financial problem.
Okay, something like that,
Always
yeah.
gonna be financial problems. I suggest you choose up to a pimp like El Cappy Band. You heard? I advise you to choose
I'm done.
El
I'm
Cappy
so
Band
done.
underscore.
Let me give him a business
Good.
card so he can look us up.
Look, underscore geek about underscore minds with a Z, you heard?
Go ahead, support yourself. You gotta put yourself out there. That's
For
what it's
real.
all about. We do support
Thank you,
artists,
so.
so we have guests on our show sometimes.
I ain't really an artist though, love. I'm just
Oh, you just out here. You just out here.
you
Out
heard?
here. You just lit. If you just want to be on our show just to talk, because we have a great time, you can just either text us or email us, and we'll send you
Where's
all the
this from? Out
information.
in New York?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
be right around the corner. You heard, love. We can have a lot of fun.
We film
y'all
in
can come-
Bushwick.
In Bushwick, okay. Y'all participate in my show too, right?
Of course. What's your show?
I don't know yet, but we gonna do something.
I said I'm a making show. All right.
Y'all want to say something? Y'all want to say something?
That was really interesting.
I don't know, but he gonna create a show just to have Pink Pie Nation on it. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do. We give people ambition. We make them want a show. That's how we do.
Yo, he was hilarious. Oh my God.
We gave him ambition.
This shit,
son.
he was like, y'all gonna be on my show? He was like, yeah, sure.
What's your show?
I don't have a show.
I don't have a show yet. But as soon as I think of something, I'm gonna holler. That's how we do. We build dreams.
You know what I'm saying? Just give us a shout out when you get that show, bro. That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? If you build it, we will come.
Oh my God, he actually had a different, interesting perspective on like the topic. He was saying, you know, sometimes it brings people together and makes them stronger. I mean, that's pretty interesting. I mean,
I'm not sure about make them stronger, but I do see it with some people, depending on their morals and character.
Mm-hmm.
Bring in, like, a guy be like, you know, well, she's having my baby, I gotta stick with it that way.
Right.
And this, you get scenarios like, people, they be together and they go so hard for the kids that once the kids become of age and they left with each other, that's when they separate.
Right. Wow, that's true.
It's like they do it for the vine, and then once it's done and they have no reason to be there anymore,
then it's done. And that brings us to a previous topic that we had on the show. Well, it wasn't a topic, it was an argument that we were having with 100 Stacks, with the difference between a healthy relationship and a successful relationship. And I think in your example just now, that in that example, I can see a distinct difference. Because I wouldn't say the relationship is necessarily successful if they are still trying to be in a relationship with each other romantically just because of a child. I would say it's healthy, but not successful.
I wouldn't even say it's healthy.
Why?
Where the healthy part comes in.
Well, I would say the child makes it healthy. The child is the vegetables.
The child might be healthy, but the parents are living a lie.
Okay, I'll take that.
They putting on a facade for this child to give this child a dream what it is, and then they're going to shoot down the dream when they get divorced, because regardless how old a kid is, they feel some type of way when their parents separate.
You know, I honestly feel like kids can tell when the vibe ain't right. And if you really deep down inside don't care for that person, it's gonna come out way before they turn 18, bro.
Right. So then is that really healthy for the child? The child probably sitting around with their friends when they become a teenager, like
girl, why they playing?
Like, my parents really don't like each other, but watch this, they gonna fake it till they make it.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't see where it's healthy or successful.
Yeah, I guess you're right then. I guess I'll take that. I mean, but his perspective was really interesting. It just made you kind of think like, you know, like that's the real. That's what people really think. Like, there are people that, when I was in high school, like I said, when we interviewed the first lady, when I was in high school, like there was an abundance of girls my age in high school. Like, girl, you know, he'll be treating me right, and you know, I'm thinking that maybe I should just be like, let's just have a baby, and then you know everything will be like. There's so many people that think that way. I was even dating this guy at one point, and he was telling me he used to be married and everything, and I was like, well, what? I don't know why I'm getting ready to laugh. It's not funny that his marriage failed, but
I'm sorry. She's like, they broke up.
So, you know, I was like, well, you know, why did you guys break up? And he was like, well, you know, we was having a bad relationship from the beginning. And I was like, okay. So, at one point, did y'all get married? You know what I'm saying? Right. I said, did the relationship get better? And then, like, you know, so he was like, well, you know, like, the relationship just was getting worse and worse. So, we decided to get married. Listen, I'm along with this guy, and I see why. Like, he's a doofus. Like, he's like, oh, you know, we decided, you know what, maybe if we get married, that will make us more committed to each other. I said, oh, so somebody had cheating issues. I was like, so how long were y'all married? He said they got an annulment. Listen, for those of y'all who don't know what an
They got a
annulment
Britney
is,
Spears.
right?
I call that a Britney Spears. 2
That
months and 2
means
days.
that the
Britney
courts be
Spears.
like, you know what? We just gonna make it look like y'all never even knew each other.
Right.
Do not
Hashtag stupid.
get married to me because you don't know.
Hashtag retarded.
Yes. You a doofus.
Hashtag
Don't do that. Don't do that, dummy. Okay, you the dummy of the year. I mean, I don't understand that. Like, I don't know, Nikki. I don't know what you got, cause I ain't got nothing.
Girl.
Because that just took the cake from me.
Girl. You do, I ain't got nothing because I think you said every retarded scenario. Like, I don't even know what. Right. Oh, hey, okay. So I got a scenario, right? So you with a guy and he tells you that he's in love with somebody else, but the other person don't want to be with him, so he gonna marry you. Would you still marry him?
Oh, I know what you talking about, girl. Absolutely not.
Don't do that to me.
Don't
You
do that
thought
to me. No.
you think that a marriage was gonna make him love
I
you
wasn't
more?
ready. No. No.
Craziness.
Like, what you thought
Madness.
marriage was gonna do? He still love her, not you. So now, cause you know, now he got benefits.
No.
Oh well, then no, then it's not even a thought. No. Now if he got benefits and you ain't got none, then hey, I mean,
This is America. What, they need a green card or something like this? Is America. You go get some freaking benefits. Like, I gotta marry you for your benefits nowadays.
listen, Medicaid is not as good as Blue Cross Blue Shield. I mean, actually, that's a lie.
That is a lie.
First of all, if you got Medicaid, you ain't got to pay no premiums, right? For one, the copay is less. Let me stop advertising. Anyway,
And that's if you have a copay. Right.
the guy gotta have something for me to be like, you know what, our relationship is the pits, but we're gonna get married anyway.
You know what he had, and people get hypnotized with that.
Yeah.
So it's like, who got the answer? Who gets it right?
Nobody.
Computer says no. It's like, who gets it right? Can't arrange a marriage and get it right. Can't go out and try to do it yourself and get it right. You know, the baby ain't gonna make it right. Like,
No. I think
nothing
it's
but God.
rare.
But God.
Yeah. That's true. That is so true. That is so true.
Keep them first. You know,
Yeah.
right.
I mean, for real, let's take it there, girl. Take it there. Cause I can't with these people out here. I'd rather be single. Cause I've obviously been in failed relationships. Hell, I'm still single. I got a show for Don't Do That, Dumb Nikki. You know. Whatever. But guess what? Guess what, boo boo? Is that right? Okay. Actually, I have to attribute this show to Nikki because it was because of a story she told me.
It was my pain that started all this.
That started the show.
My struggle.
And as I was healing from my pain in a new relationship, it just brought it all back to life. You know what? That's right. I remember when. Okay.
And
Talk about it, girl.
And it just snowballed.
Can we see who else feels the same way we do?
Right.
Let's go catch that man walking down the street down there because he looked like he would have an answer. And that's how we did it.
And then, you know, and it's kind of therapeutic to learn that other people was going through the same retardation. So it can't be me.
Men.
It can't just
No,
it can't be
it's
me.
not just
Ain't
you.
nothing wrong with me.
No, ain't nothing wrong with
Something wrong with them.
them. It's them. It's always them.
Always them.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's not. We got one more group of people to show y'all. They were pretty funny too, and so like dead on.
Right.
So
This is Erin, Chloe, and Jimmy.
she's really good with names. I don't know. I had to. It took me 20 years to memorize her address. Whatever. I get there. I got there. Right. I know this side. I think. Yeah. I know what's topic you though. Right. Ain't go.
We found another set of people to ask this question to, and it's been really a really interesting night. Rosetta Marie, Nikki Brown, and our new friend. I'm Erin. Aaron.
Chloe.
Jimmy.
Erin, Chloe, and
Jimmy. So, we asked them, does having a child or getting married fix a broken relationship? And go.
No, not at all.
Unanimous.
It creates more problems.
Have you ever heard of somebody saying that though? Because I
yeah.
know.
No, my
I-
ex-boyfriend, he was like, he's crazy. He's fucking crazy, like addicted to drugs and shit. He's like, oh yeah, let's just have a kid, you know? He's so happy.
What? Really?
And it's funny because it doesn't come from guys a lot. It usually comes
Right.
from girls. Like,
Right. If I just had a baby,
His
he'll
mom,
stay.
his mom is sort of the same way. Like she just had kids with like a fucked up dude, so, you know? Like that's what I'm saying. It fucks with the kid.
It does. It
Mm.
does. It does. Oh wow.
Definitely interesting.
Do you guys have anything else you want to say about the topic? Yeah, we're pretty much all in agreement here.
They're just like, no.
I think we found the one guy that was like, yeah, you know, it might make everybody build. Like,
Yeah, one guy actually said that. He was like,
you know, it might change the guy and make him more there because the kid is there. And but then he's still not there for you. He's there for the kid. What is that doing for you?
Right. I don't know.
One thing to be there for the kids, another thing to be there for you.
Right. Absolutely. And then in being there for the child, you're not really fixing your relationship. You're just adding on to the relationship.
Right. You just building a relationship with the child.
Marriage is just a piece of paper. It's all in your head. Really.
Absolutely.
Give me some on that one. I agree. Well, there's more reasons why I'm not married, but anyway. That's why I have a show called Don't Do That Dummy, because I have problems in relationships. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being with us, Erin. Chloe. Yes. All right. That was awesome. They were awesome for people.
I like them.
Yes, I like them too. We like people that agree with us anyway. Right. So you know, I think we're good. I think we're good. Yeah. We are good. This has been a really good night for interviews.
You know, what she said was interesting about how her ex-boyfriend. Wait, did she say the ex-boyfriend's mom was a junkie?
She said the ex-boyfriend's mom was the same way. Like she had children with all different men, thinking that the child was gonna, you know, like I think she was alluding to that, thinking that the child was gonna
Keep the men.
Right.
Oh wow.
You got
This
issues
ain't math.
on
Two
issues
negatives
on
don't
issues
equal a
on
positive in relationships. Okay, you know what I'm saying? That only works in math. Gotta tell you. Because, you know, too many negatives in relationships just make more negatives.
It's addition.
Right. So what we're going to do right now, because we are missing Dizzy and Detox, I'm going to give y'all a little skit on what we think the conversation would have been like if they were here. So wait, you gonna play Dizzy and I'm gonna play Rosetta,
Yeah, cause
and then I'm gonna play Detox, and then you gonna play Nikki.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm Rosetta today.
You Rosetta today?
Right now.
I guess you
Until I
was
become
when she
Detox.
started.
Until I become Detox. That's what I'm saying. Okay. And go. So we are back with the Don't Do That Dummy show.
We
And-
on Don't Do That
Dummy.
Dummy.
And you know the topic is about relationships. Go ahead, Dizzy. Tell us what the topic is.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been hearing what y'all saying, and I'm gonna play the asshole right now. I'm gonna play the asshole right now, okay? Because if a girl comes to me and be like, oh, I'm pregnant, let's have a kid just because she trying to keep me, I'm gonna be like, fuck that kid. You know what I'm saying? Fuck her, fuck that kid, I'm out. Game tapes. Da-da-da, da-da-da.
Kids is expensive. They nasty. They fucking stink. They're rude when they get older. They don't listen. Some of them are retarded, you know, because they don't fucking listen.
Let me see if I can play Detox just as good. I don't know. I think you won that real good. Oh, that's so funny. Okay, and go. Okay.
So here we are, we back again. Big Fry Nation, don't do that, dummy. Come on, boy, Detox Jones here. Yo, Detox in the building.
For sure.
So what you think about this topic? You think a baby is gonna keep a man in a relationship?
Well, I heard the interview, you know what I mean? And the guy was saying 90% of relationships, actually, bruh, the real percentage is 87.35, 6749, 312, ABCD, do you see me? That's the real percentage because, you know, the ecclesiastics of the rectal materialisticness of the approximation of the emancipation, you know, that is really what makes a relationship strong. Nikki, my sister, do you agree?
Yo, he got bad education for no reason.
His child support, and he gonna hate you even more. You gonna hate him even more because he don't want to pay. You gonna sit there and be like, yo, why the hell he don't want to take care of his kid? And it ain't because of that. It's because he don't want to pay your ass money for some fucking kid he probably didn't want in the first place.
Would you let me?
Oh yeah, I didn't do that part. I failed. I didn't do that part. No, you gotta let me talk because you've been talking for 5 hours now. It's time to let somebody else talk.
We only doing this, y'all, because we miss y'all. We had to do it.
Okay, so we're talking about heterosexual relationships, obviously, right? This brought up a whole bunch because now they're about transgenders. What is it you think a gay couple does or says that they want to do to so-called save their relationship? So, you know, like, we're talking about how heterosexuals be like, oh, I think we should get married, or I think we should have babies. Maybe a gay couple could say you get married.
Right.
But they adopt babies, maybe, don't they?
I think it just all boils down to like a commitment thing because the movie Rent, right?
Mm-hmm. I actually don't like that movie, but I've seen it. But go ahead.
Yeah, well, it's one of my favorite movies, but the female gay couple that's in the movie, they had a lot of issues. They had a lot of issues with each other, right? And one of them was like, she was like, what do you want me to do to show that I love you and this and the other? And then the other one was like, I want you to commit to me. Kind of, you know, because, you know, Rent came out before the whole gay marriage thing and this and the other. So they would have stuff like commitment ceremonies or whatever.
Is that when domestic partners started, or when you can call someone like your life partner or something like that?
Yeah. So that was kind of like, you already know that the relationship is not good, like, because her issue was the girl was very flirtatious. So you already,
I don't remember the movie that well, but yeah.
Right. So you already got issues with how she is and this and other. Y'all just got out of an argument, and what do you say is going to fix it? I want you to commit to me. Like, all of a sudden, that's going to make you stop flirting. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
a person,
it didn't work, and they ended up breaking up. Right in the movie. But
people are who they are.
Right.
Before and after the commitment. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And my mom used to always tell me, listen, if he flirts before y'all so-called, you know, are in a serious relationship or whatever, don't think that anything you do is gonna make him stop. And if that's not what you're willing to put up with, then you need to keep it moving. Right. So you have to know what you're willing to deal with in a relationship. You have to. Everybody has their standards. Everybody has their list of what they want the person to look like, act like.
Their breaking point.
Yep.
So
They
you
got the
have
don't
to
do that dummies
learn.
in their list. That's what they
Right.
got.
And you have to kind of learn who you are to be able to come up with these things. on this
Absolutely,
list.
yeah, absolutely. And you're not gonna learn who you are being
In one
married
relationship
to the
or-
wrong person,
Right.
Or married to someone because listen, I've heard people say that they getting married to a person because they just tired of trying to find somebody else. They just tired of the whole dating system and all those different scenarios and the get to know you process.
Well, I've heard of people going back to past relationships that already failed just because they don't want to learn somebody new.
I know him. I know what he's gonna do. I know he's not gonna do. Okay, well, if that's what you want to put up with.
Right, because apparently you wasn't willing to put up with it before. Y'all would have never broke up in the first place.
Man, I'm just saying. If we broke up for a reason, boo. We ain't break up. Well, some relationships break up because of distance. I'll get right. But if you broke up because one of y'all ain't like something that the other one did or how the other one was acting, you like something about my personality. Definitely, if you ain't like something about my personality, don't get back with me because my personality most likely ain't gonna change. Back to the topic. Do children or marriage save a relationship? I think I got my don't do that dummy for the night.
Hell no. Who thought of that dumbass shit in the first place?
I don't think children can save a marriage or relationship at all.
My don't do that dummy for the night is no. They don't save a relationship. Don't do that dummy. Do not marry a person or have children with them if you don't like them. I think that's easy. You know.
I say only do it if they got a lot of money and that child support check is going to look.
Put it out there, disclaimer. Do not try that
Disclaimer.
at home. Don't do it.
Don't do that dummy. Exactly.
Don't do that dummy, you heard?
Don't do that dummy, son.
I ain't an artist, I'm just out here.
I love it. I love it. Let's do it.
Don't do that dummy.
So shit, it makes it worse. Not worse, but way worse. Nice talking with you guys. Detox Jones, I'm out. Don't do that dummy. Dizzy Spades, Nikki Brown, Rosetta Marie. We love you. Peace. Mwah.
Don't do that dummy.
Don't do that dummy. I think we out on that one. That's a good one. That's it for the night.
I'm gonna keep going till you say good.
So